embedded in our learning. The connection for children is instantaneous.
The way we use a talking tub at the start of each topic, I'll put in a few items and pictures because it gives you their prior knowledge on what they already know about a topic, but then it also gets them thinking and wondering.
This time there was an element of questioning around the sun, around the moon, around the stars, around natural light and electricity and the eye.
Sometimes they'll come up with questions that I wouldn't have a clue what the answer is, so then the great thing about the unit of work is we work together to answer them.
Sam and I and the other talking tub teacher look at common elements that we can do together as a whole school.
In our thinking about doing light, we thought it would just be beautiful to use this aspect of art, connect it with design and technology, maths and literacy, and the science element, and have those as an aesthetic appeal for our showcase. Designing the light cubbies had a specific focus on angles and shapes and measurement, and there was a criteria. So the light cubby couldn't be more than 30 centimetres high, and they had to have a certain amount of sticks. They had to have some sort of whittling in it. Other than that, they had their own design, and they had to draw that in their journals and try and work to that.
We looked at light and shadow last week because we wanted to look at if you're going to put a panel into your light cubby and you want a shadow to fall a certain way, you have to go outside and look at shadows and see how they fall.
The design aspect of it is a way of them problem solving. Is this going to work? And then putting that thinking into practice. It will be interesting to see how they reflect on that at the end. Children know that journaling is a part of what we do here. It's meaningful because they've done it. It's their book.
Or the days that we do journal, it has the day, the season, the time, the direction you're sitting. So again, you're learning all those elements without even knowing it. And then it's a happy memory for them. And that's the idea of building these happy memories of learning.
In the back of everyone's journals, we have the curriculum for our year level. And every time we achieve something from that curriculum, it is highlighted or crossed off. And it's something that really shows that we do apply the curriculum. It may seem like all we do is fun and games, but we really do have that basis of learning. We just have it in a better way.
Yes, we will look at the angles the children have recorded to see what they know about those things. But the actual really deep learning is the conversations that children have and the questions they ask of us and each other.
For the teachers, it brings them an element of joy that you often don't get when you have to teach the same thing over and over and over again. It brings a depth to us as well because we're actually learning things that we didn't know from the children, or we're researching them, and the wondering is for us as well, and the children here accept that we don't know everything, but they don't see that as a disrespect.
Many of the older children had maths anxiety, so we were thinking, well, how can we address that? What about bush currency? We could ask the children how they would do it.
The kids are focused on making their own currency, so they're now familiar with all the denominations of Australian money. They've had to make some simple budgets and work with them, so each kid was allocated 100 bushies, we called it. So then they had to work at, purchasing items, keeping track of their spending, and then make sure that they had enough money to get the light lantern finished.
We've got some children that have made money because they've said, I've got this for sale, how much would you pay for it? At the end of the term, where the light cubbies will be used as part of our showcase. All the children's learning is on display. The children have a sense of purpose, that what they're doing is for something, not just to be left in a book and closed up. Just the fact that we have the showcase at the end of the term and parents support it beautifully is encourages the children to be engaged.